Let's get to our ninth ranked head coach in the Big 12, Willie Fritz. This is a kind of a stark difference between us. I had him ranked 7th. I like Willie Fritz a lot as a coach. You had him ranked 10th, so just there creeping on the top 10. But I had him as a top half coach in the Big 12. Here's why. He has won everywhere he's been. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's never had resources like he's going to have at Houston. Like Houston, we talk about all the time. And your national media is going to talk about all the time. They're a sleeping giant. Like there's so much talent to be had in Houston. And if he can win a Cotton Bowl at Tulane and make bowl games at Georgia Southern and go to national championships with Sam Houston State back when they were uh, FCS, I I mean I'm excited to see what he can do at Houston, and we know he's gonna bring in a good coaching staff. You know, it'll be interesting to see how he does recruiting wise because he's never had this kind of talent hotbed to recruit from. I mean, Tulane, Louisiana's a big hotbed, right? And New Orleans is a big hotbed for recruiting, but you're competing like it's hard to compete with LSU in Houston, like at least in the Houston area. Like, yeah, sure, Texas A&M is going to get some of your top tier guys, but there's plenty of talent in Houston to go around, right? And it's competitive with the other Texas states. But now that you're in the Big 12, right, and you're getting a little bit more money, a little bit more national uh, broadcasting, I guess, you got a shot to really skyrocket this program. So I like Willie Fritz a lot here. He's going to come in at number 7 for me, number 10 for you. Why do you have him at 10?
Yeah, no, all the things you said, I really believe in him. In terms of long term at Houston, I think right away it might get a little dicey. I didn't love the way Dana Holgorsen left that program. Yes, they're bringing in a good amount of transfers. I love Zion Chris and others he's bringing in. I love the coaching staff he's bringing in. I have no doubt that if given time that he can succeed there. I think it will take a little bit of time. And to be honest, I think that I don't know. Well, to me, I think it's more of a um like compliment of everyone else above him on this list and how impressive their resumes are and how competitive the middle of that Big 12 is with Willie Fritz and everybody else. But yeah, I mean, he did a great job at Tulane, back-to-back 11-win seasons, 12 wins the year before. He's going to have a quarterback draft in the NFL draft and Michael Pratt. Yeah, and like you said, Houston has potential for sure. We saw Dan Holgerson do good things. We saw Tom Herman do good things. Um, and all that good stuff. Major Applewhite. but we love Major Applewhite. And yeah, so yeah, I don't like this. I don't hate it. I think I see why you're having a little higher than me, but also a little cautiously optimistic because hey, it is a new structure. It is a new setting for him. So much change is happening in the Big 12, and this is another change because he's coming in from Tulane to Houston. And I do think the potential at Houston's way better than it is at Tulane. You mentioned resources, the recruiting hotbed, and also who you're recruiting against. Other Big 12 schools in the state of Texas can't negatively recruit you that you aren't in the Big 12. And obviously, it's going to work to their advantage. I have no doubt that he's going to have success there. I do think it might take a little bit of time, which is why he's a little bit lower on this list, but also respect to everyone else above him.
Yeah, and guys, I have some guys ranked like that he's ranked ahead of that I think a lot of people would disagree with because I mean Willie Fritz is unproven at Houston. We don't know what it's going to look like there. So I think there are some coaches that I have ranked behind Willie Fritz that I think would shock a lot of people. But I'm very high on Willie Fritz, so I really like the hire. I think he'll succeed.